Yeah,
Hey everybody, I'm Elisa, and this is another rousing rendition of Deep Dive.
Hello, friends.
Okay, hi.
My name is Thaddeus Grant Fenton. Greetings to all you fellow humans. No, not humans here. Definitely on Deep Dive, where we have the most fun. Why does it never work on time?
So
Infinite cosmic powers.
we pick movies out of this box that are not great, and we try to find the joy in them.
If you would like to participate and also occasionally vote on what we watch, join our Patreon.
It's right there. And then, of course, if you want to choose what goes in this box, you can feel free to send movies, Blu-rays, send those to this P.O. box.
How did you do that?
Magic.
It's deliciously evil.
Come back. Because then I have to push you off screen. So this week, we have the absolute joy and pleasure of watching Speed 2, Cruise Control, featuring the Jason Patric. That's pretty awesome. But it's also ladies' night, so you know what that means.
Oh!
Welcome to Deep Dive. You ready?
I'm so ready.
Yep. Grab your beverages.
Okay.
We're about to have some tasty food served to us by... Are they hunky? Are they?
I feel like I'm not
Kind of
qualified to
wanky,
answer
but-
that. Our very talented friends.
Some dudes. And we're about to watch Speed 2 Cruise Control.
The finest of ours.
Yeah.
One, because Jason Patric. Two, because Sandy.
I appreciate
Maybe
that.
she believed in it. We don't know. We haven't seen it.
Who
It could
knows,
be
who
great.
knows, who knows. I have also never been on a cruise before. So this is going to be a great sort of priming for what I imagine
sure
all
that
cruises are like.
It is very true to life. I'm sure every cruise is like this.
All cruises have dire circumstances.
That's what makes them fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Jason Patric.
And Jason
All
Patric.
cruises have Jason Patrick.
I hope so.
He's very busy. All of his
But if
time.
we're lucky.
Get into it. We got drinks, we have food incoming, we have movie.
What number each is this? You wouldn't download a car.
He's gonna watch the whole movie
I
like.
just want to throw out that I would totally download.
I would totally download a car. That'd be the way cheaper option.
Imagine how easy that is. You don't have to deal with like used car salesmen. Like,
Right?
download a car. This looks like.
Oh!
Oh,
That
this movie's aiming
transit.
to
That was
impress.
actually really.
Oh.
Oh, now we're on the road.
Oh
Okay.
my God. Oh, it's horrible.
This is.
But then you get to see all of his cool intro.
Oh my God.
Okay.
How is this already how this starts?
I just want to throw out. This movie's fucking awesome. And everything that I ever would want it to be. And it's been 5 seconds.
They just jumped right into the action.
Yeah. Chasing an ice cream.
There was no foreplay for this movie.
Ooh, who are we pretending to be? Which one of us is Sam? Which one of us is Mikey?
Okay, I guess
Why don't you both just be yourselves?
Whoa, whoa, you calm down. Ooh, yes.
Okay,
yes, that's
that's
fine.
fine.
Going into this, I want to state I've never seen the original Speed, so good.
I am Noelle. I have been here before, but I am here again. And we are also joined by the lovely May.
Hello, it's me, or am I Mikey in disguise? I'm not Mikey.
No, I
Mikey's
do-
over there.
So, we are watching Speed 2.
Cruise Control.
Cruise Control, gotta remember the subtitle. And that, you know, is important because it takes place on a cruise ship. What's happened so far in our movie? So we're just at the first act, we've just started watching it.
So we start off with this speeder on his motorcycle who is Sandra Bullock's new boyfriend. He's zooming along, he's speeding through the world. This is gonna be it. This is gonna be all it is. How many times can I say speed?
We start off with the two main characters, not telling their stories, but like we see them doing what they're doing at the same time, right?
And so Sandra Bullock is taking her driving test.
And she's so bad at it.
She's super bad because her only driving experience thus far has been speed 1.
Right.
She does not know how to use the brakes, which is just wonderful because she's never had to use them before.
She doesn't know that they exist.
Yeah.
Brakes are new to her.
Her growing is finally using these brakes and stopping this car before they all die.
And then her boyfriend,
Jason Patrick,
is chasing what looks like ice cream.
I think it's like a dry cleaning delivery service.
It's some sort of colorful van. We later find out that the van was full of stolen computers, and that's why he was chasing them on his motorcycle, going very fast.
Well, by all die, I mean her and the poor man that's subjected to like doing this test. That whole thing is just to explain why she is no longer with Keanu Reeves.
Do you want to slowly merge into...
And I forget his name, but he's also a really good comedian.
The entire time she's taking her driving test, she's just telling the instructor about her boyfriend and her ex-boyfriend, and like gets really distracted by it.
Well, Sandra Bullock's taking her driving test and explaining her new relationship because she's not dating Keanu Reeves anymore.
Right.
Oh, because they got to get her with Jason Patrick. Or else this
I think they're already together. They're already together.
First point of contention for me with her, and just the whole movie, is just why would you leave Keanu Reeves? Maybe it's a trade up because like beach man, but Keanu Reeves.
Was he doing Matrix stuff around this time?
I don't know.
Because that would be a really solid reason to not be able to continue dating Keanu Reeves.
He became a computer hacker and then he went into the Matrix.
And one of the things that's established during this part is she's complaining about her ex, Keanu Reeves, who's reckless, and I think he gave her pepper spray or something.
Yeah, that
during
actually
their
was a
anniversary.
hilarious
And I'm
line.
He wasn't romantic enough, I believe, is her argument.
I'm going to counter-argue impossible.
But then in contrast, this guy's like, he's a bike cop.
She thinks he's like some Baywatch beach dude.
He works at their beach patrol. He spends all day on a bicycle in Venice.
He's like a glorified bike cop. He's
Yeah, on
pulling
the
people up for
beach.
jaywalking. He's like a lot more stable, but we've only been going out for 7 months, but like I don't understand, but like I have a lot of this baggage I gotta put.
Yeah.
In the meantime, this glorified bike cop is actually a member of the SWAT team.
Well, he
What
kind of
is he
is.
supposed to be?
I don't know, but he does kind of appear to be a Baywatch Beach sort of dude. So I can see the confusion. I can see why the lie would work.
So we find out all of that stuff. She breaks up with Keanu Reeves because he's like always getting in danger, always getting hurt or whatever.
Meanwhile,
And then,
her
as
driving
we're
test
like
is the epitome of danger.
jumping to a motorcycle speeding downhill, who gets into a crash, and then he rolls downhill and immediately aims a gun at somebody, which is like super cool, let's be real.
Oh, the rolling.
Oh, they're rolling
They are
just
acting
forever.
while they were rolling, though. Did you see it?
God.
He was ready. Gus, get out of here.
She, of course, ends up right in the middle of that police scene.
Oh, girl.
Oh my gosh, I get it. She doesn't know how to use the brakes.
Damn.
Just like, oh.
Crashing into a police vehicle in Los Angeles, mind you.
She did do that during a driving test, which she does not pass. Don't worry, guys.
How'd the driving test go?
Not good, not good.
He lies to her and she gets all upset because he's actually like a SWAT guy, and she's like, oh no, I just gotta have a relationship with some guy who
With the SWAT
saved
guy.
the day, who's a SWAT,
or whatever.
And so she's upset that she has a type.
You lied to me.
Hey, I didn't lie.
You never said that you were on the suicide squad, ever.
What are we, some kind of suicide squad?
She finds out that her boyfriend's been lying to her for 7 months. He gets out of it by presenting her with cruise tickets.
He just has 2 tickets and says, I and have cruise tickets. We are going to cruise, which first off is weird to just carry around and plan without telling this human being in general.
You know what? I don't even know you. I feel I don't even know you.
It's only been 7 months. You don't know.
I don't understand.
We gotta spend some time together. Now we get to know each other.
His chin is so sharp.
Let's go away together.
So he has it because they're celebrating their 7th-month anniversary tonight, and he was going to like give
7-month
it,
anniversary,
which is a
already
phrase I hate so much. Like, he was gonna give him to her as a present, I assume. Instead, he's like, no, see, I care about you, and it's okay that I've been lying to you for 7 months. Like, I'm still totally great. And she's like, this is kind of garbage. And he's like, no, but cruise. And she's like, oh, but cruise.
Cut to.
Anniversary being 7 months.
7 months.
Some incoming.
Okay, so this is like the messiest thing ever.
What is
But
this?
it's toasted almond, cranberry, white chocolate popcorn.
Good time.
I made a double boiler. The chocolate. White chocolate's kind of crumbly, so consider it a white chocolate crumble.
They're at the cruise now. Everybody's thinking, oh, it's your honeymoon. And they're like, no, we've known each other for 7 months. It's not our honeymoon.
What do you think?
Don't move. Pictures don't move.
Well, my name's Dante. How about a piece of my
Why are they like, no, we're not married. You will get so much free stuff.
Free shit.
If you just say you're on your honeymoon.
Dude.
Just lean into it. The reason probably this is not happening is because he has an engagement ring for her.
This shirt is don't be an engagement ring. Don't be an engagement ring.
It is.
Oh.
You.
Oh my god.
7 months. 7 months.
Why are you putting it on?
He just wants to know if it looks good on him.
So he's going to propose on the cruise. And he keeps like trying to, and then she like keeps bringing up the fact that he lied to her for 7 months.
7 months.
Cannot bring that home enough.
No.
She's like, we don't really know each other. Maybe this isn't a good idea. But then she flip-flops on it because a little girl says that they'll have very pretty children.
Okay, he said girlfriend, not fiance, so it wasn't being
She
presumptuous.
says you're very beautiful, and our kids will be very beautiful.
What's up with people saying that about like couples' kids? I don't. One time, literally, somebody once stopped Sam and I in a bar and is like, "You guys will have very symmetrical children."
Think you're gonna make it beautiful?
What?
True fact.
Amazing.
Symmetrical children.
And then she's like, oh,
He's so good with kids. Like
Right.
that one moment that he's so good with kids though
Yeah.
is like an instant, well, I'll reconsider.
yeah.
Instantly redeemed.
It's impressive.
I want to learn another language.
So they're having fun on the cruise, getting to know the people they'll be stuck with for the next 5 to 7 days. We also meet another person on the cruise,
Willem Dafoe happens.
Willem Dafoe.
Because Sandra Bullock cannot stop flirting with William Dafoe's wonderful, creepy charm.
His sort of effervescence.
His hair is
So good.
so beautiful. I can't.
It's the hair.
It is. He has the best hair I've ever seen in my life.
Willem Dafoe, amazing actor, amazing character actor, like obviously genuinely talented.
Yeah.
But he has this like bob length blonde hair and I'm very into it.
So into it.
I didn't know that until now, but here we are.
Of course, if it's all right with your new boyfriend over there.
Ooh! Wow, okay.
He's a jealous guy.
We meet Willem Dafoe and he's acting super shady because he's clearly the villain and they make that
Super dumb.
like, you don't cast Willem Dafoe. You also don't have Willem Dafoe pulling out 2 jars of leeches.
Leeches!
When you like first meet him to be like, no, this guy's probably fine. He just travels with leeches.
Why leeches? They're leeches.
Why are we?
Wake up, boys.
Why They're leeches? awake.
He puts the leeches on the skin and take the pills. And we don't really know why he do it, but he do it. And it's kind of hot.
Which, by the way, 40 minutes in or whatever, as yet unexplained why he is
They're for medicinal purposes. They're still used in modern times where like some people believe in them. I don't know. But he has leeches. So cool.
So the reasons that he is on the ship is because he has worked for this cruise ship and like made, I think, all of the software for it.
He's doing a bad because of revenge. He made this system, but it wasn't appreciated. So I'm gonna take this whole thing down, and then it blows up, and everybody's scared, and I don't know.
But that's
why.
it. It's like there was a scene where a lot of diamonds were there, and we thought maybe that was it.
Oh, it's her.
Like a peek at a multi-million-dollar jewelry collection.
I was about to say, why would he go to all these lengths with this golf situation and the leech situation? Like, what does he want? Jewels.
But that doesn't seem to be it. I think he just feels underappreciated, which, I mean,
Who isn't?
right.
Secrets.
He looks like the kind of guy who would harm someone else with.
Whoa.
Oh.
Work. Okay. That's neat. That is neat. I like this quite a bit.
Club bombs.
He's evil in like a really weird way. I like it.
Yeah.
Tech genius kind of way.
Yeah, and he's kind of got a leech thing.
Now he's really upset that they fired him and is taking revenge out on the ship. So as you do, he's planting like
Golf ball bombs.
Right, golf ball bombs. Golf ball bomb club.
Right.
All around the ship and taking over the ship.
Fiber optic converter. When was this made?
Yeah, what is the date on this movie?
And he hacked into the main system of the cruise ship.
Yep.
That displaces oxygen. That's why it's used to put out fires, is because it pushes all of the oxygen out of the way and it suffocates the fire. So if he just let a bunch of halon gas into the air, like, he also needs to leave. I love this woman.
Actually, I really enjoyed this. When he walks into the
I almost said
bridge.
cockpit.
Cockpit?
Cockpit's
Bridge?
not right.
The bridge. Excellent.
The bridge.
So the bridge, he walks into the bridge acting totally drunk, and he like falls over and he knocks things over.
No way, I'm not wanted. Yeah, it's just, watch where you're going.
And that's how he actually gets radio in there so he can hear what they're saying.
It's pretty good.
Oh, now he's the captain.
And it fits
This is amazing.
perfectly.
Oh yeah, he looks really good as a captain.
He really
It's
does.
the hair, guys. I'm convinced.
Really though, it's so healthy and soft. Like I just want to touch it.
It's the best thing about the movie, his hair.
Things I love, Willem Dafoe's hair.
God, his hair is so good though. I
love
it. Really
Like,
is.
I think that's the joy in this movie is William Dafoe's hair.
God, love the 90s.
90s sunglasses.
The outfits are pretty great.
UB40.
Clock the UB40 can't help falling in love with you. They are on the cruise ship plane. They got UB40. Yes!
The male lead is fine. Jason Magic is good. Very angular. His jaw, beautiful.
Of course, the FBI guy and Sandra Bullock are there. She doesn't want him to get pulled in, but he's like, I work for the FBI. I'm gonna do this thing. Sandra Bullock does not want Vehicle Boy to get involved, but Vehicle Boy is getting involved.
Yes.
He's outfit.
40 degrees off course. Did you check the mainframe, Eric?
Oh!
Pollard, good evening. How can you be running the ship if you're not on the bridge?
That's not how that
Who is
works.
running the ship? Oh, yeah. I am. What is this? I spent a great many years developing computer systems for these cruise lines, including this baby. And then I got tossed away.
What are you talking about?
That's what really infuriates me. You don't even know what I'm talking about. How did you?
Oh yeah, there it is.
Motive.
Oh my God, is he going to be cut in half with this thing?
Down with the ship.
No, he's going in the water.
Oh yeah! Oh my God!
Oh, that's so scary.
Leech Boy just threw him overboard
Murder
underneath
Boy.
the ship, so now he's Murder Boy.
Like,
No, oh God, no, man.
Oh.
No.
Bye.
he's
Actually,
so
one
dead.
of my fears.
Oh my God.
So, such a dead man. He's going through a lot of changes throughout this thing. So he murders the captain and then calls the new captain because, as you do, there has to be someone to...
New boat boy.
I want you to sound the alarm immediately, Thomas.
I love the way this looks, the rain on the window.
The captain is dead, Mr. Giuliano.
Ooh.
Which
means you are now responsible for the people on this ship.
Yes, so new boat boy, and it's like, hey, I need you to get off this ship, and I'm gonna give you like 15 minutes to get off this ship, or else I'm gonna just destroy the ship with you on it. And so this is your time, this is your warning, this is what's going on.
The ship will stop in exactly 3 minutes.
I give you 15 minutes to evacuate.
Then what?
Now sound the alarm.
Then what? Yeah.
I'll burn it down.
What is the goal? Yeah, exactly.
I really think you should push the button.
Like, isn't that the weird thing about Speed
Yeah.
2? Is that the whole thing is building up to the moment where the ship stops.
So
I
far.
thought this was Speed, where you go fast. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's like opposite speed. Like, maybe it should have been like speed -2. Maybe that would have made more sense.
I quit.
So now we present these Cape Cod kettle cooked potato chips in a limited batch of New England bisque. And that frightens me a little bit. Special thanks to Jeff Good
For sending these.
Sending these. We're gonna see if this is Jeff bad or not.
All right.
Mostly air in the bag as usual.
It's a limited batch, guys. They couldn't make many.
All right. Well, then let's get back into
Speed 2.
Speed 2, cruise control.
I'm gonna eat some of these, and I don't know why.
I know, me too.
Oh, you just go it.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. I want to be able to
Because
see.
it's like a sour cream and onion chip with like a hint of tomato.
Yeah. It makes me think that I would actually really enjoy a cream and mushroom chip.
Yeah.
I would love those. Right? So good. Cape Cod cream of mushroom chips.
Sponsorship.
I don't think that's how that works. It's like, time to initiate this? Now. Like, when would you ever type in N-O-W?
Usually there's a button.
All right, so we are just finishing up the second part of Speed 2, cruise control.
More like slow.
Oh, that's all it had. Okay. Good. We nailed it.
I feel like I'm on cruise control. This is taking a long time.
The pacing doesn't seem like it's on cruise control a whole lot.
It was moving slowly at the beginning. I think it has picked up quite a bit and is turned into a proper action film at this point.
Hell yeah.
Stuff has happened and I can't remember much because I'm just focused on the fact 6-time Grammy Award nominee Tamia got some lines in this part of the movie. Good for you. Get your SAG card.
Just every time I'm on screen.
You go, Tamia! Yes!
I will say that some of the characters' choices don't really make sense. Like, I don't know why Alex, the male lead, is like getting so involved.
I had no idea that that person had a name.
So at all points, Jason Patrick does a deduction, he does a shoot, he does a hack.
And he keeps noticing like small things that he then turns into like really big things. Oh, he must have charges places. Oh, here on this desk are some balls that are almost golf ball shaped. Oh, golf balls? It must be William Dafoe.
He does all sorts of things in the service of trying to ferret out Willem Dafoe and what his reasoning is.
I like that he's also like very erratic in his behavior, like his decision making.
Sir, get yourself to a light. Take it easy, man. I'm LED. What? Your what? What is that?
Have any of these fires at all been confirmed?
He recognizes, oh, hey, it must be a computer issue. And then suddenly he thinks he's this like great hacker man, but he doesn't actually do anything.
There's the Irishman, the adorable Irish boy in the film.
Navigator.
The navigator, as they also call them in the business.
His accent is really thick and I'm really into it.
I know, his hair is also gorgeous. Apparently this whole like shoulder length blonde hair thing I'm super into. Who knew?
Yeah.
He's talking to him and he's like, God damn it, what did we do? And then he takes an axe and he just smashes it into the computer.
Yeah.
And then he's like, what do we do? And he's like, well, you just smashed the computer. And he's like, I want you to figure this out. And it's like, but...
I don't understand what entirely his plan is other than to like just find Willem Dafoe.
I've got an idea. We've got to outsmart him with the computer. But you hit the computer with an axe.
Right.
We have to fool this program.
We can't
Okay, you go from smashing computers to being like, I can write a better code than you can.
This guy who's trained.
He smashes the computer with
Maybe
an
a
axe, and then he's like, actually, I'm a genius. Let's try this.
Thankfully, we get Willem Dafoe making this wonderful speech spread across a 9 grid of monitors about what his sole purpose of this is. At first, I thought, oh, this is purely a revenge ploy. The diamonds are just a red herring.
It turns out that William Dafoe was trying to get the diamonds.
This is it right now.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, he is stealing stuff. The diamonds!
Okay. He just wanted to like steal some diamonds and get back at the people that fired him because he was sick, which I'm pretty sure he could have just sued for the cost of the diamonds and more.
He's past legality at this point.
Yeah.
Speculating, of course, as we do. I think that he's trying to steal the diamonds to pay for his medical care because we still live in America. That might be some of it, but then in addition to that, he's just really pissed.
There's a lot of action happening. Lifeboats have either gotten off the boat or not gotten off the boat.
Oh, and that poor girl is still stuck in the elevator.
The little girl who was stuck in the elevator managed to like
Walk up the wall.
Yeah, she just
and
ninja
leave.
warriored her way out of there. It was amazing.
And the fact that she just got out of it is like,
She
cool
makes me
movie.
happy. She has agency. Like, she is able to do these things.
So she like shimmies up the wall, gets up into the elevator shaft, and then, you know, gets out into the ballast room, which we only find out because they're gonna flood the ballast room to slow down the ship.
We realize that the ship, he's sort of hacked it so that the ship is hurtling towards the island of St. Martin instead of the conceit of Speed 1, which is we have to keep this bus at a certain mileage per hour or else bomb's gonna go off. Now it's, we need to stop the boat. However, there's a girl down there.
I'm so happy you realized what was happening because I had no idea.
You paid attention to the
I try.
film.
I do try.
Ballast room was a word that I didn't know.
I only paid attention to the Irish one, don't worry.
And then they were looking at the screen. I was like, the girl's gonna run across the screen. Sure enough.
She did.
Ballast door should open any minute.
He's gonna see her on the
Yep.
Close it! Close it! Close it! You just go in! Go in!
He runs down there with the speed and efficiency that you would only expect from Speed 2. And
Cruise control.
finds her, tries taking her out, but then water starts coming into the ship. And then the poor Irish guy is like, it's not that easy to
He's
close
freaking
doors.
out, and he's beautiful and charmingly like befuddled and has really perfect waves in his shoulder length bob. It's very good.
And it's clear that there was like a ton of money put into this because they're like flooding sets, which is great. When they're flooding the ballast room, you see Alex and the little girl get like shoved up a hallway through water. That couldn't have been fun to shoot, but it looks so incredible.
Oh, yeah.
That was actually a really, really cool scene in terms of action.
So cool.
Not for nothing, but drowning is kind of one of my things, kind of one of my fears, and I was getting like genuine anxiety from watching them non-lazy river their way through the bottom of this ship, and the kind of brilliance of them using like the dry cleaning system to kind of hoist themselves out of it. That was a really cool scene and a really cool shot.
So there's money in this, there's acting in this, all of this stuff has been happening and William Dafoe is still getting away with it. He's still like eluding everybody with his...
Still beautiful and perfect.
Still beautiful and perfect. His leeches might have escaped, but...
But what are they gonna do? They don't have legs.
Right.
For a movie that's not supposed to be a horror movie, it is playing on a whole lot of fears I forget about on a daily basis. We're experiencing now.
Oh, got you on that.
Flattering.
Oh my gosh!
Nope.
This is genuinely like unsettling to watch.
Right?
Yeah.
We are all reminding how much we do not want to be underneath giant ships in water. So many people are getting thrown off and we don't want to be those people, and like drowning and being in a confined space while water is trying to pool up underneath you.
You're gonna drown, you're gonna be hit by propellers, or you're gonna be left stranded at sea. All three of which are like nightmare situations. The only thing that really bothers me are our two main characters.
Yeah.
I would say there's a lot of flip-flopping in personalities from our two main characters, because Sandra Bullock does this too, where she like goes through and has this really great idea and then just has this really like dumb moment afterwards.
Like, she was able to successfully and competently save people who were trapped in this section of the ship and then immediately forget how to be a smart human.
So they were stuck in like a fire hallway with sulfur coming in, so they needed to cover up the vents, so everybody took their clothes off, which I'm like, okay, sure.
And then Sandra Bullock busts into that room with the chainsaw.
Yes.
And it's very good.
It is very good.
He's like, I'm on a boat, so I have to wear my SeaWorld underpants.
Chainsaw.
It's thematically appropriate. I don't know anyone who knows that.
A bigger chainsaw.
Get it, girl.
It feels like she's playing two different characters all the time.
Girl, that didn't need to happen.
Turn off the chainsaw when you're around humans.
Chainsaw.
It
Sandra
feels...
Bullock has a chainsaw.
She does use a chainsaw, which is rad, and I loved that.
It's like she has these like periods of competence peppered into an otherwise completely like, I don't know what's going on, I'm on a cruise ship, help me save people, I don't know what to do.
See? When he's not around, she's actually like a formidable character.
I hope they break up at the end.
I'm not entirely sure what to do with her, but she is doing things, at the very least. She's not playing second fiddle all the time to Jason Patric, and that I appreciate.
Because again, Sandra Bullock will have these like really great ideas. She was the one who got people off of the lifeboat that had like gone all wonky.
She was the one who had the idea to get the ramp down there to get everybody up back onto the ship. And then she gets down there and is like, Alex, you know, like, get people back on the boat if you can. And like, literally, it is her idea. It is her saving the day.
Whoa. And she was the one who found the chainsaw to open the door. She just disarmed a grenade. And then every time she sees Alex, she's just like, oh, thank God you're here. I couldn't do anything. And it's like, no, you were doing fine, kiddo. Like, you were doing it. She's so capable some of the time, and I'm frustrated by it.
I've been in worse situations than this, and panic does not help, trust me. Okay, we have
Yeah, okay, so now she's taking charge. Where was this an hour ago?
I wouldn't recommend it.
This character is not the same character that leaves a chainsaw running.
Right.
But other than that, I think this is a ton of fun. Like,
yeah, I know. It's a lot of fun. It's very tense.
It
And the
is.
stuff with the ships and the lifeboats.
Oh my gosh.
These are little spookies.
Ooh.
By which I mean little smokies, and I said spooky instead of smoky.
Thank you. Anybody else?
A very
Thank
fun
you
time
guys.
together.
Thank you.
Oh, so spooky.
Oh, spooky.
Sorry, go.
You want more? Do you want condiment things?
We should get deep dive catered more often.
Yes.
This is great. We still have one more part of the movie. So far, everybody's saved. The one major problem now is they're gonna run into a very big rock. So they have to figure out their way out of that.
It's really cool.
It's helping me realize that I have a fear of drowning and that I didn't realize how much of a love I had for mini sausages wrapped in dough until now. So cheers to that.
I think it's because they were brought to us with love.
That's a word for it.
Yeah.
Me too. Isn't that a big mood? Oh, man.
Oh, there she goes. Get it, Sandy. Nope, can't do it. Can't drive this thing.
Oh. Let's take a wrench and dump it into the engine and bust the transmission like a car, because I don't know.
With all due respect, this is not your car, this is a cruise liner. She's right.
So there's a drinking game to this where like you're supposed to drink every time that they reference speed. You would get so messed up.
This is not my suggestion, obviously.
All right, so we just finished watching Speed 2 at our Deep Dive Ladies Night.
Well, that was one of the slowest roller coasters I've ever been on.
I will probably get destroyed by Mikey if I make another pun about that.
It's Speed 2.
No, it's slow 1.
Oh.
It's ridiculous. So I'm not going to. As a whole, it went on really, really long.
The first 40 minutes or so of the film is just character development for characters you don't actually see that much of.
Oh my god, it was like the first hour of it was kind of like watching paint dry if paint was like a boat and that boat was like on fire.
I don't know if this makes me want to go on a cruise more or less, so that's a fun emotion to deal with.
It's a strong contender for those kinds of feelings and emotions.
Once it turned into a proper action film, tensions had to be built and things were happening, all of that stuff, that is when it got really fun.
Holy shit, I did not expect that we would be watching this movie and then suddenly it would get good.
This movie was super fun.
It was full of action at the end of it.
Once we moved into this like final act is when the movie went from, all right, I'm bored, I want a hamburger, to, oh shit, I'm going to die.
So there were explosions.
How is nobody like seeing this?
Yeah. Everybody gets like right up there.
Unnecessary explosion.
There was dynamite in that boat.
Yeah, there was.
We get this setup where they're like, oh no, this ship is gonna crash into St. Martin. Okay, cool. It's not gonna crash into St. Martin anymore.
So his plan the whole time was to run it into the oil rig. I guess.
Yeah.
Well, no, like, because when he was changing directions, it said the Andean Mayan. Yeah.
Nice.
So there's a boat, and then there's another boat, and then this boat is like gonna crash into this boat. You get the visual good, because that's all. That's it.
Oh no, it's gonna blow up this oil tanker.
Like, it's one thing to steal the diamonds and evacuate everybody, but why run it into an oil tanker?
They're trying desperately to stop the boat, but then it's just kind of havoc.
For whatever reason, Willem Dafoe steals Sandra Bullock, even though that wasn't his goal. She's just extra baggage. She's just like extra work and problems.
We'll be getting off. I hope you
Her
don't
hair looks
mind,
so
but I'll be
good.
taking Annie with me as a little extra insurance. You know the one on freestyle, don't you?
What?
Oh, I like to like fall. It's very good.
He kidnaps her and puts her on a jet ski. He starts getting all weird and gross, and so she kicks him off the jet ski, and then he follows her through. And then they wind up getting in this helicopter, and it's a mess.
Through a bunch of like happenstance and action movie bullshit, they finally get it. They turn that boat, and then it goes from being like this to like this, and then they're like,
Oh no, it's fine. We're just gonna lightly kiss it. That'll buff out. It'll be cool.
The boat finally crashed into a thing.
oh no! Oh my goodness! See, you guys, we're okay. It's no big deal.
Just like a little bit of paint.
Chaos, havoc, but then, oh no, the ship is now going to crash into the shore, into the pier, and there's like all these businesses and all these people.
Oh no, wait, it's still gonna crash into St. Martin. And then it does.
And then the movie gets a little excessive. Surely ramming the cruise ship through buildings would slow it down slightly, right?
Millions and millions of dollars of damages. I like that we haven't seen Sandra Bullock in like 10 years.
Yeah, in a hot minute.
The boat crashing into an island, while it was spectacular, was like 10 whole minutes.
We're seeing action.
The only thing we're Oh, I like this movie a lot.
Look at one guy hanging out by the window.
And they're rolling.
It gets maybe a little bit too gnarly and wild watching the ship completely demolish basically a small town.
There's only so much you can be like, yes, the boat is breaking things. Ooh, oh, it broke something else.
Wow.
Okay, like, the thing is, we don't really need more visual gags to illustrate the fact that the boat is doing.
Yeah.
They're just like, it's so excessive.
And it was on land for a long time.
You get to see all the intricacies. There's a dog, there's a child, there's a guy with a nice car. It's a goddamn car!
It's a dog!
It's
It's a goddamn car. I knew it was gonna be some product. Nope.
Stop.
Car is toast.
The dog drives away.
And we don't see whether or not he actually survives, so I'm gonna go ahead and tack that down as a death.
Oh yeah? Do you think it's gonna break this? Oh my god, it broke it.
Oh, the bell. The bell. It's gonna hit it. It's gonna go. Yeah.
Like, there's only so much of that we can actually be excited for.
And it was a very, very long time.
Like a really long time.
It just never stops.
It's gonna stop at the dog.
Going for like another 20 minutes.
Going to this day.
It's still
Going somewhere.
And they say that it is
Cruise
still
ship
going
across
to
America.
this day.
At some point, you're like, yeah, you guys are causing millions of dollars in damages. That sucks for everyone involved.
That dude turned the corner and a cruise ship.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, the dog.
Oh, yeah, the dog.
Oh, no.
The dog.
Got my Sebring.
I think.
My car!
You choke.
There he is. There he is. There's that good boy.
Willem Dafoe kind of got what he wanted and then what was coming, and then it absolutely destroyed the thing he wanted it to destroy.
And that was fantastic. Until, wait, there's another way where the oil tanker still blows up.
Oh, it looked very good.
In the most fiery, excessive explosion, I was just cackling.
He does this wonderful, I just want to watch the world burn.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
Joe, great.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Explosion.
Oh my god.
That's
Oh
what
my
you
god. Flooding.
You really did that.
He fucking did that.
So that is the baseline enjoyment of this movie.
The characters, I honestly don't like. The two main characters come across as whiny and needy and fulfill stereotypes that frankly are not healthy, in my opinion.
Why is she saying yes to this engagement after this extremely emotional circumstance when she said it and then he said it that relationships born out of extreme circumstances do not last?
That was really frustrating. I have a special spot in my heart for Sandra Bullock, so seeing that happen to her hurt me so much.
Here's the ring.
This is not the time.
Nor the place.
Not the time.
I just want to point out that I would totally say yes.
That being said, the action was incredible. So much money went into this and so much skill when it comes to those stunts.
There are certain levels of fun to this movie. Watch this movie, watch it with friends.
There are moments that are genuinely so enjoyable to watch with people and feel the reaction that everybody has.
It made me really, really anxious.
You just want things to go right for like 1 second in this movie, and it doesn't until the very end.
Watch it with friends while your other friends bring you treats. That's cool.
So it's a lot of fun to watch. It is visually very cool.
If I am found dead, it's because I'm up just screaming about Speed 2 and someone had to kill me to stop me from screaming.
Tell me he saved the
Hey, for damage.
Found in international waters.
Look what I found in international.
Really is paradise.
And then the final level that I think just puts the icing on the cake. This movie gets a lot more enjoyable if you think about it as a practical magic prequel.
Wow. Sorry, that was a real reaction.
Because in Practical Magic, Sandra Bullock is cursed because something bad happens with every man that she's ever been with. So when you think about it as a prequel to Practical Magic, I think it's all that more enjoyable.
All in all, it was a lot of fun. It definitely was action-packed and busy.
It's good.
If you guys liked Speed, then you will find some very fun moments in this movie. And if nothing else, you should get some men in pumpkin suits to make you snacks.
Any questions?
Next time on Deep Dive.
Hi, I'm Sam, and it's my turn on the roulette of painful movies. I have been chosen to do this, and now I have to do it in front of you. And please watch, and don't worry about those names. They're fine. Except that one. All right, just gonna check this Rooney. Oh, this is a private message for me. Only me, and you can't find out. I heart pie, but there's an insidious...
This is Thaddeus. Do not blame anyone else that something is wrong. Pretend everything is normal. You must choose one and only one film from inside this.
I can't unsee that. Okay, so... Oh, okay. Well, that is a physical manifestation of an idea that I disagree with. Okay, I have 3 movies. There's a consistent theme in what I'm looking at. Ooh, gosh. Golly bee. There's a space theme, kind of, in what I'm looking at. And, oh, I know exactly what we're gonna do. We are gonna watch Doom. Next time on Deep Dive, Doom.